Tua Tagovailoa continues to struggle. He threw 3 interceptions in yesterday's game, and the conversations swirl about Mike McDaniel's job. Tua took ownership after the game for the way he's handled himself both on and off the field, saying he has to be better. But new on NFL Live, head coach Mike McDaniel addressed the media just a little while ago. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, he's going to take the snaps this week, and he's going to be our starter this week. And my expectation is that we don't throw 10 picks. It will be competitive this week, and at the end of the week, I'll let you guys know who the backup is, in the hopes that somebody grabs and takes. There's not going to be words that are going to satisfy both the team, organization, fan base. Words are at this point, like, I would love to put a muzzle on. Like, we need to fix things and fast.
RC, what do you make of what's going on in Miami right now?
This doesn't get better. We've seen the best of Tua Tagovailoa. We've seen the best of the Miami Dolphins under the Mike McDaniel regime. When you look at this season, it's trending to be worse and worse each and every week. We've watched Tua Tagovailoa have these extreme highs when Mike McDaniel was acquired, and since then, we've seen a regression in his play. When you watch this team play on Sunday in Cleveland, this was not a team that seemed prepared, ready to execute, or had the effort of a winner.
You know who's prepared for everything that's to come your way tonight is you. You were going to Monday Night Countdown.
I'm done.
Right after this. I hate to say goodbye, but
Aww.
It's not goodbye. It's see you soon. It's see you literally at the top of the hour. Because Monday Night Countdown comes your way after us on NFL Live, so you're going to go join them. You can leave now or you can stay.
I'm probably going to just stay and watch y'all over here.
That sounds good. We'll send you like secret messages of some football and soak it all in. Everybody's here except Dan. We'll get to him in a second. Marcus Spears, Mina Kai.
Marcus is
Ryan
back.
Clark. Marcus is back. He had a crazy bout with the flu. I'm so glad you're back.
How you feeling?
I feel great.
Okay,
We're keeping him hydrated, though.
Let's think about the flu is your clothes fit better.
You know what's so cool about this stadium? I know we got to start. You pull up, there's a giant picture of Jared Goff and a giant picture of Panay Sewell. Isn't that great? I love it.
I mentioned Dan's going to join us later. He is on the call for that Seattle game, so we will go out to him in the second hour of our show. Reminder, we are with you for 2 hours. We also have Adam Schefter with us, of course, for some top stories. Shefty, Commanders fans are on edge, waiting for the latest on Jaden Daniels and his status. What can you tell us?
It's very much in doubt for next Monday night's game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn is scheduled to speak to reporters in about 30 minutes. We'll bring you the very latest when Dan Quinn meets with the reporters, but I think it's fair to say that Jaden Daniels is probably unlikely to play next Monday night against the Chiefs after hobbling off against the Cowboys yesterday with a hamstring injury. We see Lamar Jackson, how much time it took him to come back. We'll see what the test today showed on Daniels. Meanwhile, the Panthers quarterback Bryce Young also is not expected to play this upcoming week due to an ankle sprain that he suffered yesterday against the Jets that caused him to leave the game. If Young cannot play, and Dave Canales, the head coach, said today he's day-to-day, then Andy Dalton would step in once again to replace Bryce Young. We'll see if he can make it back and how soon. And a short time ago, the Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel met with reporters. A lot of people thought at this time of the day, today, Mike McDaniel no longer would be the head coach, but the front office, the ownership, is not planning any changes anytime soon regarding Mike McDaniel, who said today that Tua Tagovailoa continues to be his quarterback. So all the people in South Florida waiting for some kind of change, waiting for some kind of update. For the time being, it's status quo in Miami as the Dolphins begin preparations for their next game in Atlanta.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Adam is with us throughout the next 2 hours with all the latest. An update on the Bucs injuries is coming as well. But let's get back to the game of the day yesterday. That afternoon slate was just wild. So many entertaining games. This one, the craziest. The Giants led 19-0 heading into the fourth quarter, now trying to hold that against the Broncos. Under 5 to go. 3rd and 5 at their own 35, and darts under pressure. Intercepted there by Justin Sturdad. And that return to the Giants 19 off the turnover. The Broncos with 2nd and goal. Bo Nix finds R.J. Harvey.
Bo Nix found his stride in the fourth quarter. This was a huge play. Got got them back in the game.
All right, so now they're only down by 3 after forcing a Giants 3 and out. Here's Nix with a design run to the left side. Mina, he runs all the way in untouched.
His legs were a massive factor in the fourth quarter, but watch those blocks on that sprint out. The Denver Broncos were blocking their butts off for him.
So now you're thinking, like, surely the Giants aren't going to actually lose this game, and Dart's trying to make something happen, finds Wan'Dale Robinson right at the marker, but Swagoo, a roughing the passer penalty ends up in a tough spot.
Yeah, added to this play. It was a great play by Dart, sifting through the pocket and finding a guy to try to convert that first down.
So later in the drive, 49 seconds to go, Giants facing 3rd and 10, and Dart going deep for Bo Collins, but here's where pass interference is called.
Riley Moss had a tough day with a ton of penalties for him and have the one-on-one down the field. He tries to make the play pass interference, and Sean Payton was not happy.
Yeah, he ends up getting flagged as well, by the way. So the next play for New York, Dart right here trying to score, diving in for the go-ahead touchdown, and he just crosses the football over the plane, trying to regain the lead, and that's what
he was saying. Not nice words.
Yeah.
After this, too.
Don't read the list. Oh, no. Okay, so Jude Mikatame misses wide right. Giants up 32-30. Broncos can now win with a field goal. So 33 seconds to go in this game. And Nix with time. He finds Marvin Mims Jr. over the middle.
Better be lucky than good.
Yeah, exactly. 1st and 5 for the Broncos. Nix finds Cortland Sutton for the 22-yard pickup.
Sutton doing what he does best, going up and grabbing the football from other human beings.
2 seconds remaining. Will Lutz can win it right here. 39-yarder, and he drills it right down the middle. Broncos, an improbable comeback. They win it. Here's Jackson Dart and the Giants after a crazy loss.
Sucks. I mean, it's, like I said, I hate losing. We have good leaders on the team. We have good players. We have to find ways to finish the game.
There's just no way in hell we're supposed to lose that game. Credit to the Broncos for, executing the way they did, but we gave that to them. There was no way they were supposed to win that game.
Something like this even happen if you're the Giants?
You give up 33 points in the fourth quarter. That's how something happens. And I know everybody is going to want to focus on the kicker and the extra points, and rightfully so. It's all a part of the game. But as a defense and the defensive staff, at some point you have to go win the game and force the issue. And that was my issue with the New York Giants. They tried to play it safe. They tried to play it like it was, well, they don't have a chance to come back.
You didn't like the 3-man rush?
Mina, as we speak. Listen, this was the first thing I talked about. This is an end of the half 2-minute situation where you run for the bulk of your defense is in your defensive line. You get to the quarterback and you drop him. You go 3-man rushing. All the time in the world for Bo Nix. His legs is also a problem. Yeah. A throwing window as big as the damn stadium, and you convert on a long yardage situation. And these are the situations, brother, I'm going to live by pressure. Like, if we get beat and somebody gives something up, I can deal with that. Now, everything is situational, but backed up on your side of the field, and we know that all you're playing for is field goal range, I'm going to pressure the quarterback, whether that's with 4, whether that's stunts and games, or even bringing an extra guy.
Yeah, it was defensive collapse on the part of New York, and one of the things that struck me going back and watching Bo Nix and trying to figure out how he flipped the switch, they really didn't seem prepared for him using his legs in a way I found kind of surprising. The final 3 drives for the go-ahead drive. The first one, he has a huge scramble on 3rd down, then zone read for a touchdown. On the next drive, by the way, you saw R.J. Harvey wide open. Big part of the reason why he's wide open is because the Giants defenders overplayed Bo Nix on the naked. R.J. Harvey gets out. Then on the next drive, the sprint out touchdown, which we showed, I kept waiting for a linebacker to scrape over to follow him, but it felt like the Giants weren't really ready for that, and that's surprising because Bo Nix has the 3rd most rushing attempts of any quarterback in the NFL in the fourth quarter. That's a huge part of the reason why they were able to come back.
You know, once they get down, that's when you start to see those things. We saw that against the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, we see it here against the New York Giants, but you heard Brian Burns talk about the way the Denver Broncos executed, and the New York Giants simply did not. Think back to Vance Joseph and the blitz call, and now you have the dropper by Justin Strnad. He's right in the passing lane of the crosser, and then after the missed extra point, you get a dagger route. Now, it's an overthrow. It's better to be lucky than good, but you get the pass to Mims. And just like we saw against the Philadelphia Eagles, one of the plays they go to is they go to Cortland Sutton on Deontay Banks. We saw the exact same thing with Quinyon Mitchell late in that comeback against the Eagles. The Denver Broncos know who they are, but they seem to find that when they're down and behind late in game. Bo Nix's legs, and then Cortland Sutton in one-on-ones has shown up time and time again.
It feels like sometimes they take on the personality of Sean Payton, too. Like, he's fiery down there. He's getting himself even flagged.
And I agree with that, RC, but they benefited off the fear of the New York Giants. The Giants look like a team that didn't expect to win the game. That's exactly how they played the rest of the way.
You guys, this is the second time, just the second time since the 1970 merger that a team has won after trailing by at least 18 in the final 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. I mean, that's how rare this is, what we saw yesterday. That's what makes this game so great. Just go to the Philadelphia Eagles. Could these birds get a little more back on track, trying to stop their 2-game losing streak at the Vikings? Mid-first quarter, no score. Eagles 4th and 4. The Vikings 37. Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown for the touchdown.
Jalen Hurts shows patience in the pocket. I love the aggression of Nick Sirianni going for it on 4th and 4. And when you throw the football in the stands like that, it's because you're thinking about dang time.
Yeah, that's a nice change. The Vikings down 7-3. There's Carson Wentz pass intercepted by Jalix Hunt, who returns it for the pick 6.
This was a great pressure call by Vic Fangio. Showed pressure. The edges dropped, which is how you get Hunt getting that interception after Jalen Carter gets the pressure.
Here's the third quarter. Hurts right here. Devontae Smith for the touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. The Eagles extend the lead 21-9.
A beautiful play to Devontae. The protection was pristine. It was perfect. Jalen was able to step up and make a deep ball throw.
We'll be talking about this game all show long because there's a lot to break down. Here's Jalen Hurts right here targeting A.J. Brown, and it's good for the touchdown. That was his second touchdown of the game. You know he likes that.
That's a big catch. I know he was saying bad words right here, too. Bad word, bad word, bad word.
A lot of bad words yesterday. Okay, here's Wentz finding T.J. Hawkinson in the end zone. He extends for the touchdown, but take another look. It ends up getting overturned. Obviously not what the Vikings wanted there. They settle for a field goal, making it 28-22. Ensuing Eagles drive,
Play of the
2
game.
to play. This was unbelievable. Deep throw to A.J. Brown to put this one away. The Eagles win it 28-22. Here's Saquon Barkley after a big win.
The only thing that matters is winning. The only thing that matters is winning football games. And however it looks, like, people, I don't get it. Like, people get caught up in how winning looks. Like, winning is supposed to be our team versus their team, and we have more points than them when the clock is at 0. And if it's Jalen dropping back 75% of the time, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. If it's us running the ball 75%, that's what it takes, is what it takes. Like, obviously, you would love some type of balance. We all would love, to he have 200, he have 200, I have 200, blah, 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 blah. It's not the reality. It's not, this isn't Sims. This isn't Madden. This is real life.
He's
Real
so
talk.
wise, right?
Yeah,
and
real talk.
again, it's another game where Saquon Barkley doesn't have 100 yards, but to his point, they won the game. Why were things different for that Eagles offense?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is if you watch the game, which people don't, there was a concerted effort to put the football in Saquon Barkley's hands very early in these games. The first 3 or 4 plays of the games were handoff, but what I loved is it felt like they self-scouted over these last 10 days, much like we saw last year after the bye week.